right, team, backs up straight and tall. Put those hands in those laps. Mrs. Hicks said we have one of our favorite books to read today. So let's get excited. Hold those hands.
Check the agenda. Say bathroom check.
Bathroom check.
Time for reading come. All right, team. Track Mrs. Guliuzza for our aim.
Scholars will be able to use the setting to figure out the plot. The plot is what's going on in the story.
Team, track me. Need one in green. Great readers, Raheem, think about the setting so they can understand the story and what's happening in the story. So today, team, we are going to get to read one of my favorite books, and we're going to be thinking about what the setting is and how it changes so we can understand the story. So we can
Understand the story.
Oh, I heard Amaya. So we can
Understand the story.
turn and track Mrs. Guliuzza. In 3, turn and face her. In 2, hands folded like Chitamini and Amari.
Just
In
like
1,
she's ready to get her brain super smart. This is a really fun lesson today. We get to talk to our teammates. Our book today is Where the Wild Things Are. It's
Where the Wild Things Are.
This is a really cool book. If you've read this book before with maybe your mom or dad or grandma, knock your hand.
oh, Aiden's ready. He's so enthusiastic.
Cool.
If you haven't, it's okay.
Fold those hands. We're going to read it again right now. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, he's stomping around. Looks like he's getting into trouble. And another, he's chasing the dog down the stairs. That doesn't look very nice. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to his bed without eating anything. Show me on your face. How do you think Max feels? Show me on your face. How do you think he feels? Ooh, Aiden. Showing. How do you think he feels? Tatum, I love it. Scholar face, up straight and tall. We just showed how Max felt on our face. But we need to figure out, how did you know how Max felt?
Yeah, team, we need to prove it. We need to show evidence from either the picture or what you heard in the words. Mrs. Guliuzza, can you read that page again? Look at the picture, listen to the words, think about, how do you know that Max is feeling that way?
His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. And look at the picture. The tracking team. Get out your Whisper cell phone. How do you know Max feels? Because how does he feel? Put those backs up straight and tall. Track Nigel.
Good tracking,
Good.
Chitamini.
Good. We have our whole team. Good. Nigel, first, how does Max feel? You say he feels mad because
Nigel, how'd you figure that out? Where did you hear that?
I hear that because
you saw it in the picture. Did we find out that information from anywhere else in the text? Did we find that out from anywhere else? Hands folded. Track Amaya. Amaya, wait. Good tracking, Ronaldo. Waiting for one in red to fold hands and track Amaya. There we go. Amaya, where else did you figure that out from?
I figured it out from the words.
Oh, what did the words tell you?
The words told me that
Well, he said he was going to eat his mommy if he was using not very kind words. That could tell us he was mad. But what told us he went to bed without dinner? Why don't you listen for a second, Amaya? I'm going to read that sentence. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. What did the words say? He went to bed without eating.
Excellent, team. So guess what? Look, we use the picture. That shows us his face looks angry. We use the words. We heard about what happened, that he had to go to bed without any dinner. And we figured out that that's why he's upset. Give your great kiss. Hard words your hands. Let's see what's going to happen next.
This is a really cool book. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Ethan, great tracking. And grew. Team, could a forest really grow in your bedroom? Silent yes or silent no?
Show silent yes or silent no.
Fold those hands. Nyla, could a forest really... Oh, track Nyla. Nyla, could a forest really grow in your bedroom? A forest could not grow in a bedroom. Track Cece. Cece, what did Nyla just say? Great. Shiloh, what did Nyla just say?
Hold on, wait. Sit up, hands in laps. Track.
Repeat Nyla's answer. Cece, repeat Nyla's answer. A forest. You need to say it loud so Shiloh can hear you.
Number 4.
a boy cannot go in a room.
Track Shiloh. Go ahead, Shiloh.
A forest cannot grow in a room because that's dangerous and you can get eaten by a
What did she just say? A forest could not grow in a bedroom.
A forest cannot grow in a bedroom.
Good. Eyes up, team. A forest could not grow in a bedroom.
Good tracking, Aiden. Good tracking, Cease. Sit up.
Roll up. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world around him. And an ocean tumbling by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. Good tracking, Omu. Good tracking, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Let's take a look at this picture. It looks like Max is going on a journey. But silent yes or silent no? Do we think it's a real journey? Silent yes or silent no?
Aiden showing it at the purple. Oh, Raul, is it real?
Fold those hands. Fold them. How do we know it's not a real journey? They said that he was gone for days and weeks. Well, we're saying it's not a real journey. Wait, Mrs. Haig, what do we need to support our answer?
We need to listen to the words and what's happening, and we need to check the pictures.
Eyes up here. We need to check the picture and give evidence. So turn and face the whiteboard. Eyes up here. 3, 2,
Jada,
1.
Get ready. Turn and face your turn and talk partner. 3,
James,
2, eyes to eyes, hands folded. 1, back straight and tall. 0, here comes my checker. Look into your partner's gorgeous eyes.
Good, Raul and Aiden.
Savannah, correction, look in your partner's eyes. All right, Milk.
Milk, you're gonna say, I know it's not a real journey because.
I know it's not a real journey because.
Team, pause. Mrs. Guliuzza is putting the picture under the dot can. Look up at the picture to support your answer with evidence. So what in the picture tells us you that this is not a real journey?
Look at Max.
Cookies, look at your partner. Milk, look at your partner. Cookies, your turn. I know it's not a real journey.
But how do you know it's a bedroom? What do you notice about it? Is he wearing the same clothes? What? He's not lost. Look, he's wearing the same clothes. Does he look dirty? They said he's gone for Christmas. Does he look dirty? He does not look dirty. He looks clean. How do you know it's not real journey? And what else?
La 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 la. Back in 3, 2, hands folded like Nigel. 1, nice straight tall back. Oh, move 0.
ready
Let's
to
check
learn.
our rows. Here I come. Eyes up.
Team, this was tricky. So I heard a few different answers. We all said together that no, Max is not on a real journey. But we need to support that with evidence from the story. Let's look at Max. Look at him. What about him says that he wasn't gone for days and days. He was just in his bedroom. Look at Max. What did you say, Christopher? Turn your head and look at Christopher.
It's right here with a still calm body.
Wait. Ethan, correction. I meant Christopher. What did you say? How you knew he wasn't on a long journey? What about Max?
I said he was clean.
What did he say, Carissa? Yeah. Look at Max. He's clean. He couldn't have been gone for days and days. Aiden? He's clean. Did you someone say something else, Mrs. Hay? I also noticed that he's wearing the same outfit, same wolf outfit he was wearing when he was in his bedroom.
Oh.
If you were on a journey, you wouldn't wear the same outfit over and over and over again. So turn and face the window. 3, 2, eyes up here. 1, 0. Checking those hands. Good, Jaden. Good, Shiloh. Eyes over here. This is where the learning is. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Now he's met these wild things. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Good tracking, Raheem. Good tracking, Ethan. And made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Team, let's look at these pictures. They're really cool. They're moving when they're dancing at night?
Great tracking team in the middle of each child. All eyes are out.
They're swinging from the trees. They're parading around. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat, so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Let's look back over here. When Max said, "Now stop, go off to bed, wild things," does that remind you of someone else? Think in your brain, does that remind you of someone else in the story? If you agree there was someone else in the story that said something similar, knock your hand. Get out your Whisper cell phone. Tell me who that character is. What character in the story said something similar to Max? You could say, someone that sounds like that is. Who sounded like that in the story? Who said this something different? Not Max, someone else. Who else in the story said, "Now stop, go to bed without dinner"? Like who? Not Max. Who else in the story sounded like this? Not Max, someone else. Fold those hands. Fold those hands back up straight and tall. Track Marmar. Ooh, Marmar. We're waiting on one in green.
Hands
Fold those
folded
hands.
so we don't distract him when he's thinking and sharing.
Amari, who else sounded like this in the story?
Bringing correction, hands folded.
The mom sounded like that.
My mom sounded like that.
How did the mom sound like that, Amari?
Because they tell me the wild monsters to go to bed.
Oh, because he told the wild monsters to go to bed. Who did mom say that to, Amari? Track Amari, he's still going. Who did mom say to go to bed to? She said it too.
She said to the monsters.
Did mom say it to the monsters? I don't think mom said it to the monsters. Who can help, Amari? Who did mom say go to bed to? Vertical hands are stuck to your ears and straight and tall. Glued together fingers. Hands glued in your lap. Track Gabby. Gabby, who did mom say it to? Mom said it to.
Mom said it to the little boy.
Amari, who did mom say it to? Track Amari. Gabby just told you. Did you hear her? We need...
Can you repeat that again? His mom said that to the little boy.
Go ahead, Amari.
The mom said the little boy.
Great.
The little boy's name is Max. Eyes up here. Track the word wall. Track me. Back up straight. See. Eyes up here. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm over here. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please, don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws.
The learning is up that way.
But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Everyone wave goodbye. Waiting for one in purple. Purple. Fold those hands. Only 2 more pages. I wonder what's going to happen. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. Take a look at this picture.
Straight tall back,
And it was still hot. Give it a round of applause. And hands folded, backs up straight and tall. Turn and face the whiteboard. 3.
Nice, so move
2.
2. First row, let's see it. 1.
1.
Good blue, I'm gonna add a point. Turn and face your turn and talk partner in 3. In 2. Facing your turn and talk partner. Eyes to eyes, hands folded. 1, 0. Here I go, let me check. Aiden, why don't you go to that green square and go with Gab? Go ahead, since Chelsea's out.
So team, listen up. Here's the question. Was the journey Max took to where the wild things are real or imaginary? Listen. Was it real or imaginary, and how do you know? You have to provide evidence. You could say, the journey Max took was...
Hold on, wait 1 second. Fold your hands in your lap. Look in your partner's eyes. That's what we do is when we share and listen. And then you can say, the journey Max took.
Milk, go ahead. Because, how do you know it's imaginary? I know that. And how do you know that's not true? The journey Max took us.
Cookies, make sure you share. Go ahead. Team, do not turn back. Just stop talking and turn your heads and look at me. I'm here. I hear a lot of people saying that it is fake, but we need to give evidence. What happened in the story? What did you see in the pictures or hear in the words that tells you that it's fake? Tell your partner one reason you know why. You can say, I know it's fake. Look at your partner. Team, what happened that couldn't really happen in real life? Tell your partner.
How do you know it's not real? What is right tells you it's not real? Is that real? Good. So what happened in real life? Does that happen in real life? What happened? How do you know that happened in real life? Because what? But what wasn't real? What in the back? How do you know it wasn't real? What wasn't real? In his room? The tree, you do that. What else? Yes or no? I don't know. What do you think? Are there usually oceans and boats in your bedroom? Real ones?
Turning back in 3, 2, hands folded in your lap, eyes up, bodies calm. Work dog, come sit down. Aiden, go back to regular seat. 1, 0, let's check.
Quickly
Roll, turn your body and fold your hands facing this way. All right, track Mrs. Guliuzza.
Track Raheem.
He's right there. Body still. Let's show him respect.
Raheem, was the journey Max took real or imaginary? Say the journey was.
The journey was fake.
How do you know the journey was fake?
Hold on. Is fake real or is fake imaginary?
Just imaginary.
Okay, go ahead.
It's fake because Max was going really well and it was just fake.
Say, yeah, and are the wild things real?
They're fake.
Say they're not real.
They're not real.
He knew that that doesn't happen in real life. He knew that from his brain. He was looking.
Cool.
Did you hear someone say something else?
I did. Track Shania. Shania, how did you know it was imaginary? I knew it was imaginary because, Shania, wait. Go ahead.
I know it was imaginary because it was fake and it was fake water and fake trees.
Because where was that water and trees? Where were those trees growing, Shania? Track Shania, she's still going.
Outside.
That's where they grow in real life. Where were they growing in this story?
In the little boy room.
Oh, eyes up here. She knows in real life, trees grow outside. In the story, they were growing in Max's bedroom. That means it must be imaginary. That couldn't happen in real life. Great thinking.
I tried to school you. I heard Nigel say something similar about how trees don't grow in a bedroom. Super cool. So we can say, we worked hard.
We worked hard.
Let's try that again. We worked hard.
We worked hard.
See, when we're reading stories, we need to think about the setting to know what's happening. If you didn't know about the setting, would you understand the story, Mrs. Hay?
Oh my goodness, team. If I thought that was happening in real life and I didn't know where they were, I would be so confused. Luckily, our brains were on. We were noticing clues in the setting and we were thinking about the story to understand it. So feel your brain. If your brain got bigger, show me it growing. Woo! If you're a great reader, say woo-hoo! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Wiggle it out and fold your hands in your lap. Let's check our agenda on our Funky Funky Friday. Listening for all body sounds off. Say reading comp check.
Reading comp check.
One for lunch.